Previously on the Collector's Corner
of the Titans Return Chaos on Velocitron set. Prime. It's Prime, 22 steps. QuickSwtich, I'm shocked he only has 22. He turns into far more things in Prime. Hello everybody, Collector's Corner here, and Happy New Year! Welcome to 2026. Hope everything's good for you guys out there. And let's get on with the part 4 of the Chaos and Velocitron review. This is QuickSwtich with Dynamus. Yeah, well, the name's not mentioned anywhere in the box, so the instructions. So a little online research tells me it's Dynamus. Anyway, he is a retool and repaint of Six-Shot from Titans Return. And yeah, if you haven't seen the previous videos in this series, you know, Optimus Prime, Nautica, and the unboxing with Fast Lane or Fast Clash, check the link in the description and the pinned comment below and the little gadget right up there on the screen. And yeah, let's get onto this guy. So let's take a look at QuickSwtich and Dynamus. First Dynamus, here is Dynamus in his little robot mode. Zoom in. There he is. Nice teal and red. Very nice helmet. Very nice Templar there with the nose guard. Yeah, amazing. He is very much the same mold as a revolver from Six-Shot. So yeah, he just gets a new face on the back. Get a nice chest detailing like a revolver. Just get molded in arms in there with fists. Nice teal and red. Some little detailing on the shins and his little feet. Yeah. Oh no, he's okay. It's a nice little Titan Master. Technique wise, his head can rotate left and right. His arms can move up, down that far. He does get a pin through his hips, so sit down. With back, not much, because the head gets in the way. He does get knees, and move forward and back. Oh yeah, he can assume the sitting position. Yeah. There he is. Little Dynamus in his robot mode. For comparisons, you won't stand for me. Here he is with all the other little Titan Masters from the set. Here's Optimus Prime, which is all die-cast glory. Here he is with Prime's Refractor Micromaster and with Nautica's Parsec. Stand Prime, thank you. And Nautica's Parsec. There they are. Let's get down in there and see what they look like. There. Yeah. They look fairly nice. All together. All four of them. And yeah. That is it for our friend Dynamus. Oh. Let's move on to QuickSwitch, shall we? There we go. Here's QuickSwitch in his very large car mode, and he just untabbed because push did. There. There's a nice grill there. Very weird looking. With some forward-facing spikes or claws or whatever. Very large, very large car mode. Does get white over the hood, some teal for the hood scoop. Does get some red and silver stickers pre-applied at factory. Not all that well. I mean, that's not exactly the same as the other side. But hey, that's what it is. Get yellow for the windshield. Lots of molded in detailing, teal, white, black. Does get an extra cockpit in there. Does get large black wheels. It's spin very freely with red rims. This one's spinned. This one's not, but these both spin freely. Black, just gray. Some rear headlights, brake lights. Yeah, not much there. All in all, pretty good. On the bottom, you can see how the rod mode works there. So, that's just rod mode. And yeah, you can take the little Titan Masters and sit them down in the cockpit here. Have them. What the hell? You have a man, the car. You can have a passenger. Let's get Rodimus in there. So, and you can get a third passenger in the cockpit back here. This is mostly for tank mode, but you can't do it. We'll be looking backwards. So there, back, close the cockpit, and there they are. He can carry 3 people. This keeps popping up on the tab. There it is. And of course, you can take fourth one, or actually several more, and they are these small pegs here and here, back here, and back here. And I think that's it. Yeah, no more pegs. 4 pegs where you can stand other Titan Masters using their little ports on the bottom of the feet. Tap it in the pegs, and they can ride along like they're surfing, like Teen Wolf on the band. There. So yeah, you can get a whole bunch of Titan Masters on him in car mode. Additionally, he does have 2 accessories. So guns here, red guns. And of course, like most Titan return figures, you can tap them together, get a combined gun, and a Titan Master can stand in there. Those 2 little pegs inside, and ride the gun like that. But what you want to do in this mode is split them up. Use these pegs for the guns, and peg them in to those ports on either side. So the car mode is now a weaponized car mode with attack power. It's a bit tight. And there he is, all tied up. Tabbed. There he is, all open up. All his riders, you can still tap this guy inside. Back here, and here. All 4 Titan Masters can ride on the QuickSwtich at once. And he does roll pretty nicely, definitely. Yeah, there he is in his car mode. So, for comparison, here he is with a Studio Series Blitzwing. Now, I had a hard time deciding what I was going to compare him with, but since it's a really large car. But yeah, I guess Blitzwing being another multiple changer makes sense. But yeah, he's even larger than Blitzwing. Much larger than Blitzwing. In his tank mode. We'll see him again in his tank mode. But anyway. Yeah. Here he is with Prime of the set in his tanker mode. And yes, he is also quite a bit larger. So yeah, there he is with Prime. Quite a bit of size difference, but yeah, he's Elite Class, he's Voyager. That's quite a bit more. Yeah. Very large. Here he is with a standard deluxe car. Yeah. Very large car mode. Very large car mode. Here he is with little Fastlane Again, quite a bit of a size difference. And last but not least, he is with Nautica in her hovercraft mode. Yeah. So very, very large. Okay. That is it for comparisons. Now we go on to transformation. For transformation, let's go into jet mode first, shall we? So I want to remove his guns. You want to untab these sections, like so. Push them up for now, get them out of the way. I want to untab the fronts of the car here, the sides. They do tab in, that tab in that slot. You want to move these sliders, not sliders, joints back all the way, like so. And you want to collapse his arms here up one notch. That's all they do. And rotate them out. Collapse them in, rotate them like so. And you want to come back here, rotate just like so, and like so. You're going to go into the front, fold in these sections to the back, fold out the front section. You want to rotate the tip like so, rotate this around, rotate the tip like so, and tap them in together, form the nose cone. Nose cone. You want to rotate the whole thing around like so, and you want to make sure this are in. Pull down his wings here, and it'll tab in again in the same place. And there you have him in his really ridiculous looking jet mode. Wings slightly back. There he is in jet mode. And he does get small landing skiff here, so you can set him up. Wow. If I could pull him out. There. Small landing skid there, and you can just and there you go. And he can sit there in his jet mode. Very awkward jet mode. And the guns, you take the guns and they have slots. And you tab them in to the tabs on the wings. Like so. And like so. Well. And then just point them forward. And there he is in his full jet mode. It looks kind of silly, but there he is in jet mode. Right? Let's come up a bit. Very large jet mode. Yeah, very weird looking. Skid there, up. So there, and you can take Dynamus, and the instructions say you should open this section in, rotate his helmet out, and then just sit him in there. like so. And close it back up. And there. He's supposed to sit in there like that. Yeah, still very weird jet mode. Bottom, just the top of the car. It does get some see-through plastic there and the Autobot logo on top. Some more stickers on the side, right there, and more Autobot logos on the wings. This one's peeling up now for some reason. Yeah, some more molded in detail the front of the jet. Lots molded in detail on the side. Yeah. His cockpit's supposed to be that thing right there. I mean, on 6 shot it was painted silver. It had, you know, the window was painted. Here it's just white. So you can hardly tell, but that's supposed to be the actual cockpit. In any case, that is his jet mode, and yes, his wings can move forward and back. So. But yeah, all in all, kind of an awkward jet mode. Oh my. For comparison with the jet mode, here he is with Submarine, just regular Voyager jet mode. Yeah, he's quite a bit larger. Very, very large. Hard to manage. Yeah. Very, very large. Very unwieldy. I can't actually show them all in the shot. Is quite large. All things considered. Here he is with Optimus Prime in his jet mode. Again, quite a bit larger than Prime. Yeah, this is not really, but here we go. There they are in jet mode. Very large jet mode. Here's with Nautica in her hover mode. Again, very large. And last but not least, just because I already showed him, here he is with Blitzwing in his jet mode. They're both lead class, but yeah, noticeable size difference, huh? What a few years will do to your size classes. Of course, he does have a lot of junk at the bottom, but still. Anyway, that's it for his comparisons. And for the next transmission, this is going to be into Wolf mode. Wolf mode is kind of awkward. Okay. You want to remove his guns from his wings. Turn him around. Tab the wings. Just keep it there for a minute. You want to rotate this whole section down, like so, and like so. No, up, like that. Rotate these so they're facing forward, like that, and like that. turn him around, pull up this cloth here, like so, at the front, rotate this to the side, like so, pull out his wolf head there, and then we'll come back here, split the rear of the jet mode. It's actually tabbed in fairly securely. Right. Split the rear of the jet mode, fold these all the way up, rotate these in front, totally tab in there. Like so. Then you want to extend the legs all the way, rotate out, extend the leg all the way, rotate out. Make sure the little landing skid is collapsed. And you want to fold these up, fold this down. You want to come back here to the front and fold down his little toes. And there you go. There is 6 shots. QuickSwitch in his wolf mode. And you want to take the guns, tab them in together like that. And you want to take those ports and tab them into those pegs right there. Those little cross pegs. Like so, and the guns now become his tail. Very straight tail. And one last thing you want to do is you want to right here take this guy, fold him up, and then just slot him in there. I believe you slot him something like that. Like that, and that's it. There you have his wolf mode. Yeah. There you have his wolf mode. Flying wolf mode. Kind of nice wolf mode. I mean, pretty awkward. It's really this is very, very strange. But yeah, all in all, it is wolf mode, flying wolf mode. Coming close to his face. He does have a nice wolf face, yellow eyes, red wolf head. Yeah. He does get some nice white claws at the front, red claws on the back. Yeah. It's got a big hole in his back. What are you gonna do? Yeah, all in all, not terrible. Articulation wise, yeah, his legs can rotate all the way. You can move back if you really want to. You can rotate down here, bend, claws up and down. For the back legs, and you can open up, they can rotate, they can bend, and his claws can go up and down. The heels can do that too. His head can go up and down, and his mouth can open and close, so he can roar. So, that is his actual wolf mode. Can't extend these, so just standing a bit taller, not lunging down. Yeah, there's his awkward looking floor comparison, and this is the only comparison that makes sense because nobody else has animal mode, and this is the only other flying wolf mode I have. So, there he is with Beast Wars Silverbolt, and yeah, I guess he's technically Legacy Silverbolt, but hey, it's quite a bit larger than Silverbolt. Yeah. All in all, not bad. I think this is one of the better modes, all in all. Anyway, we move on to his next mode. Next mode, we're going into Submarine mode. So, whatever. On tab, the guns. I want to remove. Titan Master. I want to rotate his head up, and the little tabs on his cheek there will tab in to the slot on the wing once it's aligned. So not the easiest thing to align, but it should. Right there. There we go. The other one, like so. And you want to rotate his legs back, collapse it in. Collapse it in. Collapse it in. Close up his little claws here. Rotate it around. Tap it together. Just out like so. Like so. Hold in the front claws. Rotate this back, forward. So, rotate forward, collapse his arms, like so, and like so. And you want to take the guns and use these little slots here to tab them into those tabs, right there. Like so. And like so. And there is his submarine mode. Again, ridiculous attempt at, disguising what it's really supposed to be. And we all know what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that. He gets, very, very G1 six-shot looking this mode. I mean, blaster. Can't call it a blaster. But Hasbro calls it a submarine, like so, which is kind of awkward. I have nothing to compare to, so yeah, but you've always seen a lot of comparisons. So let's move on to the next mode, which is his tank mode. And yeah, it's actually pretty large, fits comfortable in the hand, right? Yeah. Anyway, go into tank mode. You want to remove the guns. You want to rotate this out for someone, so move these down. Rotate it back. Tab it in. You want to rotate treads so they're facing out, like so. And you want to take these treads, rotate them down. Tab them in, like so, and like so. Same thing on the other side. There we go. Tap it in. You can split wings. Fold them forward all the way. Tap them in. Tap in the wolf mode. And now you want to rotate these. I'm going to separate them. Rotate them up. Extend them and rotate around. Point them up and over. Rotate these down. Like so. Like so. Rotate the turret up, like so. And now you can take the guns and use the same tabs, the same slots, and tab it onto the side, right there. Tab it in, there it is. And is tapped in, and there is his tank mode, like so, and there's tank mode. Really awkward looking tank mode, but does get some treads on the side. Oh, yeah. And of course you can now use the cockpit, which is meant only for this mode, and stick Titan Master in there, so, and close the cockpit, and he can man the tank. And there is his tank mode. Kind of awkward looking tank mode, but it is a tank mode. For comparison, here he is with Prime, Fastlane, and Nautica. Let's bring this down a bit. And yeah, he's the largest one. He should be Leader Class, Voyager, Deluxe, and Under Deluxe. So yeah, look pretty good together. You know, 4 modes. So yeah, and for one last comparison, here he is with Blitzwing with his tech, and yeah, he's still quite a bit larger than Blitzwing. Quite a bit larger than Blitzwing, even though they're the same class size. Both lead class. Yeah. There he is. In his tech mode. And now finally we can transform him into his robot mode. So let's remove the guns. Again, we remove the guns. And you want to come back here, open up his wings for now. Rotate his legs all the way. Tap them in. And tap them in, like so. Fold these back to form the heels. Bring down the little claws, form the toes. Stand up here. Why is this? Yeah, that's going to be a problem soon. Rotate around, extend. And you want to flip up his fist there. And rotate around, extend, flip up his fist. And yeah, this is going to be a bit hard to keep him standing because his knees are super weak now. There we go. You rotate the tires back, roll the wings up, bring out, pull down his chest here, flip out his little chest wings, rotate up his helmet, open it up, close the chest back up, give him shoulder wings there. And now you take, where is, oh, you bring out his Titan Master. Finally turn him into a head. And now you insert it into the helmet here. There. Like so. Close the helmet. Not so much. You can't see his eyes. And there is QuickSwitch in robot mode. And he's quite a tall dude. So let's get into his face here. He's got a pretty nice face. Yellow face. Blue eyes. He's not very impressed by anything. Look at that. Scowl there. Yeah. He does get the Autobot logo on his chest. The red wings now. Teal skirts. Red thighs. Teal shins. White feet and red toes. Some nice molded fists here. Yeah. All in all, pretty nice robot mode. And yes, my only qualm with this is the knees, because they are super loose. Super loose knees. And they bend both ways, so it's kind of hard to get them standing. See what I mean? Yeah. His knees are very loose. But there is QuickSwitch in robot mode. So for articulation, his head can rotate left and right. It can go around. Can't look up. Can look sorta down slightly. That's how it transforms. Helmet can raise up. Now, one thing I haven't shown is that his face does get the 6 on there. Katana, whatever they're called. Kanikama, whatever. Yeah, that's kind of nice. But yeah, it's covered up with a helmet. Anyway, back to rotation. Yeah, the head rotates. The shoulders get stuck to the wings and on shoulders, but they can up, rotate all the way around. Can up and down. Can that hinge. Does get a bicep swivel and a knee, and I mean the elbow bend, 90 degrees of elbow bend. Nothing at the wrists, they just move down for transmission, but they don't rotate or anything. No waist because of how he transforms, so yeah, nothing there. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back slightly, but for that butt flap, there gets butt flap gets in the way. Can't do the full splits. He does get a thigh swivel. A knee, 90 degrees of knee bend. Does bend the other way too, translation. And he does get ankle tiltage. That's nice. Quite a bit of ankle tilt. And the toes move up, but not, and down, yeah. Up and down. Yeah. And yes, his knees are exceedingly loose. These are pinned, so there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, they're super loose. Otherwise, he does look kind of nice in robot mode. I do like his robot mode. And yes, you can in fact give him his guns, one on each hand. Or you can tab them together and give him a barreled gun. You know what I mean? By the knees being super loose. You can of course tab them together like so, and then use those pegs to peg them to his arm, though they're not very wide, so it's not really that useful. Or one of the side pegs. To give him a double-barreled gun. Kind of weird. You can't do that. And yeah, there he is. in his robot mode. But it's hard to pose because he's super loose. There he is. Bring down his helmet slightly. And there he is in his robot mode. Yeah, that's about all he can do. He's a little loose, and his thighs are also kind of loose. Yeah. There he is in robot mode. So let's move on to some comparisons, shall we? Well, to get him to stand, but there he is, not touching him again. Those knees are horrible. So, for comparison, here he is with Silverbolt. You can see quite a bit taller than Silverbolt. Here he is with Starscream. Starscream. And yeah, again, quite a bit taller. Here he is with Blitzwing. Again, much taller. Here he is with Prime. Kind of weird posing. There he looks Prime. He doesn't have heels, so it's hard to stand him too. There you go. Here's Optimus Prime again. Quite a bit taller. I don't want to touch him. I don't want to because he'll fall. There he is. Here he is with Nautica. Again, quite a bit of size difference. And yeah, all in all, yeah, he's not the best. Those knees are super weak. Those knees are super annoying to get balanced so he won't fall over. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that his guns are blast fit compatible. So yeah, you can tap that in there and shoot. Yeah. But overall, hey, see, he's just falling on his own. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for comparisons. Here's a complete set of Chaos on Velocitron. Titan's Return. Yeah. Is it a good set? Well, no. It's not really a good set. I mean, Nautica is really good. She's great even. Fast Flash, he's okay. Nothing major. Prime has issues. Prime has a lot of issues. Playing with just sucks. His robot mode is awkward. His truck mode is okay, but yeah, kind of lacking. And him. Yeah, QuickSwitch. QuickSwitch has a lot of issues. I mean, his car mode's okay. Tag mode's fine. Jet mode's cool enough. Flying Wolf mode is fine. His Submarine mode, yeah, that's just silly. We know what it is. But the robot mode is just okay. And those knees are terrible. Overall, the set is just merely okay. It doesn't really do anything special. The other set that came out during Titan's Return with the Power Master Prime and the other figures, I think that's a better set for you to track down. This set's okay if you want Nautica. That's the only way to get her. Yeah, the rest of them you can skip. Prime was released on his own, different color scheme, but still available on his own. This guy, well, you can get 6-shot if you really want that. I think he has better knees than QuickSwitch. And Fastlane, he's been released several times with his twin in other ways, so it's not the only way to get him. So yeah, the only thing that's exclusive to the set is Nautica. And as good as she is, I don't think the set's worth just for her. I mean, I love her. She's great. Does a lot of good things. It's a great use of the blur mold. But yeah, the rest of her, see, not so much. So anyway, that's it for the 4-parter Chaos and Velocitron set. I hope you liked the photo reviews. It will be in the playlist below if you missed any of the previous reviews. And yeah, Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed these reviews. And follow us on Blue Sky, follow us on Patreon, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.